Welcome to our video on hiking in the jungle. Whether you're learning English or just love nature, this video is for you. Today, we'll go on a hike through the jungle and, at the same time, learn some cool English expressions, slang, and metaphors. This will help you improve your listening and speaking skills in English. Let's start with an idea. The jungle can be a metaphor for something difficult or confusing. For example, people might say, life in the city is like a jungle. They don't mean there are trees and animals everywhere. They mean the city is busy and tough to live in. As we hike through the real jungle, think about this metaphor. Walking through thick plants is like dealing with challenges in life. Every step needs focus, just like every decision in life. Now, let's talk about some animals we might see in the jungle. In many cultures, animals symbolize different things, and their traits are often used in English metaphors. Take the lion, for example. It's called the king of the jungle, and it stands for courage and strength. If someone is called a lion, it means they're brave or powerful. Imagine meeting a lion on our hike. How would you describe that in English? Another animal we might encounter is the snake. In many stories and sayings, the snake represents danger or dishonesty. In English, someone who is tricky or untrustworthy might be called a snake in the grass. If we see a snake on our hike, we'd stay away, just like we should stay away from people who aren't honest. Next, let's learn some slang related to the jungle that you can use in everyday English. One phrase is "in the thick of it." This means being deeply involved in something difficult, much like being deep in the jungle where it's hard to see your way out. You could use this slang when talking about a challenging project or situation. Another slang term is bushwhacking. Originally, it meant cutting through thick plants to make a path. Now, it's also used to describe solving a tough problem without any help. If you're trying to figure out something hard on your own, you could say you're bushwhacking your way through. As we hike, think about how the jungle can be a metaphor for learning English. At first, it might seem overwhelming, like the jungle with its thick plants and unknown paths. But as you keep going, the path becomes clearer. In the same way, the more you practice English, the easier it gets. Every step you take in the jungle brings you closer to your destination, just like every new word you learn brings you closer to fluency. Another common phrase is "a jungle out there." People say this when they're talking about a place or situation that's chaotic or hard to handle, like a busy street or a tough job. On our hike, the jungle can also be unpredictable. There might be rain, slippery paths, or wild animals. When you say, "it's a jungle out there," you mean any situation that's challenging and where you need to be careful. As we finish our hike, let's connect what we've learned to both hiking and learning English. Just like you need the right gear for a hike, like strong shoes, a map, and a compass, you also need the right tools to learn English. These tools could be a good dictionary, language apps, or practice with native speakers. And just like you wouldn't hike alone in a jungle you don't know, don't try to learn English all by yourself. Join a language class, find a study partner, or participate in online forums. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you hike, the better you get at it. Similarly, the more you practice English, the more fluent and confident you will become. Thank you for joining me on this jungle hike today. I hope you've learned some new English words, slang, and metaphors and gained confidence in your language skills. Just like hiking in the jungle, learning English takes time, patience, and practice, but it's worth the effort. Keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goals. Happy hiking and happy learning.